And we are live. So sometimes it takes a little minute to get
Oh,
some.
I see it.
Yay! So I am going to share to my page, to my Victorious You page. And then I'm going to turn it off so we don't get me. Check this out. All right, so we have two viewers. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Victorious You TV. And tonight I am super excited about my special guest. As you can see, this has nothing to do with Victorious You TV tonight, but about Women Unveiled. And I am excited to have my Mag 7 sister, well, one of my Mag 7 sister with me, Erica. And listen, I still don't know how to say her name the right way. I think we're getting feedback. Let me turn my phone off. So, did you share it to your page, Erica?
I did just now.
Okay. All right. So I may need you to turn your phone off so we don't get the sail in the ocean kind of sound. But hey, Evangela, how are you? Hi, Sharon. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Please share this broadcast out, tag, share, get your friends and your family and your homies and your pals down the street. I want everybody on this live. I want you to hear what this amazing woman is getting ready to do. I am so proud of her, and it's an honor to have her on my show to talk about what you're getting ready to hear. So without further ado, I want to introduce you to my friend, my sister, Erica Renee, to talk about everything that she has going on. So if you're hearing some feedback, please let me know. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, how are you, sister? Great to see you. Just let us know if you're hearing feedback, and we'll try to see what we can adjust. But if not, and we're good to go. Hey, Rodney, great to see you. Thank you for popping on. So I'm going to turn it over right now to Miss Erica and just have her tell us a little bit about herself. Hey, Erica.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Hey.
So I am an author, speaker, film producer, playwright. I just love to bring stories to life in one medium or another. I also coach women, and really my focus is on helping women to walk in their divine power and authority so they can execute the purpose God gave to them in full peace. And so I'm excited to be here with Joan tonight talking about my latest project, Women Unveiled, which is an anthology that's accompanied by a documentary. So,
oh my God, I am just so excited. I am so excited. Let me get you on screen so that both of us can share this. I am so excited about this documentary because when I realized the executive producer for this documentary, I was super excited. So I want you to tell me, how did this book came about?
So the book itself was something that was always inside. After surviving my personal ordeal with domestic violence, not once but twice, I really tried to find different ways to share it. I shared my testimony in church, but I really felt led and compelled to write a book, mainly because when I went to the counselors and the therapists and the shelters, they really made me, and the advocates, they made me feel like, and there are good ones out there, but they really made me feel like I was going to be a statistic, right? Because this had become a pattern of my life. So, did I lose you? Is my computer being crazy?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I can't see you, but that's okay. I'm going to keep talking. Okay, there we go. So they made me really feel like I was going to be a statistic. And I was upset about that on the inside because I'm like, I'm not. This is a casualty of believing in love, but I'm not, what's the statistic that you think I'm going to be, and I wanted somebody to be able to see that even though you have been in the pits, that you can climb your way out with the Lord's help. And you can still go to school. You can still be a good mom. You can still be successful. You can still, go on to find a healthy and balanced relationship, and you can get your power back, and you can get your peace back, and you can find your sense of purpose. And so I found, I started writing one book and I would stop. Then I tried another way and write, and then I'd stop. And then I was told about this process of writing an anthology. And I said, it's deeper than just writing about my story of domestic violence. I want to hear the stories of other women who have survived things, who have overcome challenges, but at the core of it, still understand what it's like to lose your sense of power, purpose, and peace, and just be able to share how they got that back. And so I wanted to go beyond just talking about domestic violence and really just capture the voices of many women. And so this was then birth. Yay! For me to be able to do that in that book, in this book, Women Unveiled.
I love that. I love that story. I'm still kind of hearing the feedback. Maybe it's my computer, but I love that because a lot of people do anthologies, and a lot of people, I did several anthologies. And how did the concept of the documentary came about? Because that's like to a whole other level.
It was almost instant. I knew, just probably because I've already, produced projects before and done plays, and I know how important it is to put voice, and a face to a story. And so it wasn't even a second thought. It's like, I can't just do the book, because the book, one chapter is not going to be enough. I really need this message to get across. And so it was an automatic part of the process that I had to film it, and I had to capture these women on camera.
Sorry, guys, I'm trying to make my things sound. I don't know why I'm having. You still hearing the echo, Erica?
Slightly, but not much.
Not much. Okay, first of all, let me just say hello to some people that joined us. Hey, Sister Kim Roundtree, great to see you. Hey, Lorna. Hey, Lexi Lex, great to have you. Hi, Diane. Thank you for joining. Hi, Lynn. Thank you for joining. I do see my sister Rhonda on. She said there's a little feedback, but I'm not hearing the feedback now. Hi, Sharon Garrison. Thank you for joining us. And Janelle, I just want to say thank you for being here with us tonight. Again, share this out. I am super proud of my sister, my partner, my accountability partner, my mastermind sister, as the executive producer for this, not only executive producer, but the visionary author for Women Unveiled. And I know that she has amazing women in this book. I know that book is going to change lives. And I really just wanted her to come on my platform and be able to share, the process of this journey for her. Erica, you and I have a lot of things in common in terms of domestic violence, and how appropriate it is that this book and this documentary is coming out in the month of October.
Yes.
Tell me what you want people to get from this project, not just the book, but also from the documentary.
When someone sits in this room and watches this film or reads this book, whether you are male or female, because granted, these are all women, but whether you are male or female, what's really, really important to me is that everyone understands that they are not alone, that your problem, your situation is not insignificant, because all of these women, all of us have very different stories. No tale is the same. And when you start to doubt and lose faith and become frustrated and question God about why you are where you are and asking where you're going, that's not abnormal. It's completely normal, no matter what your problem is. And I want you to see yourself in these women and hear their stories. But most of all, I want you to see what perseverance looks like, how they pushed through, how they were able to come out. And because everyone's journey is different, Everyone's journey is different. And so what might seem ideal for one isn't necessarily ideal for another. And it doesn't mean that any of us have ended up in happily ever after, but we've learned to stand. We've learned to stand and take back our power and not put it in the hands of anyone else, and to walk in purpose, that we were created for a reason, and that our journey is just stepping stones to take us where God is wanting to take us to the heights that and levels he wants us to take us to. And that peace is yours. God gave it to you, and it is yours to have, and no thing, no situation can take that from you, and you can own it. And so I just want everybody to grab a hold of that as they listen or as they read, that, you know what, God really is no respecter of persons. My situation, your situation are different, but he'll bring us out because he loves us the same. And that's what's critical to me, because I think a lot of times people feel like they're the only ones, or they're afraid to admit that they have doubts, or they're questioning God, like, oh, I don't want to tell anybody that truth. Well, I want you to hear it from us, that we were there and we wondered and we asked questions and we got answers. And so I really, really want people to be able to transform their thinking as they're thinking about their lives and their challenges and things that they have been through.
Listen, girl, I'm telling you, I just absolutely love you, because no, honestly, because a project like this takes courage. It takes a lot of courage. And I know sometimes when you go through things, you know, domestic violence, sometimes it puts a limit on what you want to do, because you feel as if you have to open up yourself and be vulnerable and be open and take your clothes off so people see your nakedness about that you have gone through. Did you struggle with just having the courage to do it? Were there limiting beliefs? Did you ever say to yourself, oh my God, what am I getting ready to do? Or was this just so natural that you just got into it? And then how did the rest of the authors felt about being a part of this?
So a couple of things. I think I'm a visual person, like I said, and I love to see something come to life. So as far as actually doing it, the project itself, it seemed fine. Like, oh, I got this. I can do that. I'll tell you what the kicker was, because I have no problem pulling anything out of you and getting you to tell and be truthful and be transparent. The moment of truth came when I was in front of the camera and it was my turn to share. And it's like, hold up. How much do I say? Because once you put it on film, it takes on a life of its own. Once you put it in a book, I can't undo these words. I can't unprint them. You know, I can't snatch them back from every hand that gets them. So it was kind of like, okay, wow, this is real. And once you put this out here, that's it, you know? And so I was very intentional for myself and for the co-authors, and about being able to be truthful without anybody, you know, taking away anybody's dignity, especially when you are talking about relational issues and things like that. There's a way to convey that stuff without, you know, ending up in court later. So that was, you know, a big thing. So I was definitely intentional about that, but I can tell you it's a challenge, you know, from experience to do an anthology and to get everybody on board at the same time. They can tell you that I pushed them. We did some rewrites on some things because the vision was clear. The vision was clear. And so where maybe something didn't fit, you know, I was having a conversation to say, let's dig in here. Let's go a little deeper. So it was a lot. And in the documentary, I would say everybody shared more than they intended. You know, you come in guarded, like I'm only going here, I'm not going any further. But the dialogue is just so rich that you end up just pouring out, you know, and a lot of emotion is there, and a whole lot of truth, a whole lot of truth.
Oh my goodness, I love that. Where can people find this documentary? Where is it going to be showing?
So first and foremost, it's going to be showing screening in Atlanta next weekend, October 27th, in Atlanta. And the location's private, but it's open to the public. So if you go on, you can go on TicketBud. and get a ticket. You just type in Women Unveiled and it'll come right up. Or you can go to the book website, www.womenunveiled.info, scroll down and it'll say go to the premiere. And so it'll screen there first. And then I have some other exciting things to share that my co-authors know nothing about as far as what's going to happen next with this film. Wow. So the first screening will be there. And then after they know the news next weekend, then everyone else will know what's up.
What? Yeah. I love it. I love it. One of the things, there is something else that I wanted to ask you, because as you were talking about the film and, you know, doing this because you have a love for, you're great behind the camera. You're great at the whole director thing. And you and I have had a conversation before about purpose, and you talked a little bit about it. There was a point in time as we were in the mastermind, you were saying, I don't know if I want to be a coach. You know, I don't know up my alley. But what you're doing behind the camera is a ministry all of itself. Do you still struggle with whether I should be a coach or should I be doing this all the time with this, you know, bringing realities to life, you know, in terms of a book, maybe a stage play next, who knows what's happening, you know, what do you think?
So I think I got very clear in the last couple of days about what it's supposed to look like. I mean, last couple of weeks. So went to one conference and I spent time with you at your conference, and you know, the Lord moved.
Girl, listen.
And he shifted all of us, right? And I really just sat in some time just like, okay, Lord, this has been my struggle. While I enjoy teaching somebody how to formulate their, you know, initiative or their business and put action behind it and know what layers they need, my heart's passion has always been to, yes, help you execute the purpose that God found inside of you. But first, I got to dig into the story. There's a story behind our purpose. And so I made the decision that coaching for me going forward is going to consist around helping someone to tell their story and evolve their story into whatever medium they want it to be. So whether it's a book, whether it's a film, you know, or a play or a one-woman show, whatever they want to do with that, that's what I want to leverage. It's just getting them to go deep and pull out that story. Because when I look at all the people that I've worked with, that's what I'm doing. We're doing it anyway. And that's what I love. And so I have to concentrate and go where I feel my gift is. And I tell you what, when you just say yes and submit to the Lord's way, like the opportunities just keep popping up. They just keep popping up to do exactly this. And so I am excited about helping people to do that.
We talked about the Victorious You Conference, but some amazing things happened at the Victorious You Conference. I think it changed all of our lives. It changed my life. It changed my husband's life. I think we didn't expect what happened to happen, right? We just allowed God to like kind of take his place in the room. And so I think that everybody left feeling totally different and having like a clearer vision on what it is that they really should be doing. And that's also true for all of us, because Dee made a decision, Danita made a decision, Rhonda, you, me, we're like all of a second. So again, it's being obedient to the Holy Spirit and having him lead the way. How can people get a hold of you? And would you be open to helping others do something like this, like a documentary?
Yeah. Listen, when I learned that Ava DuBarry picked up the camera after she was 30-something years old, I was like, okay, Lord, I got time. Because I've always been creative. My mom can attest to it. I used to write stuff. I wrote stuff when I was like in second grade that made them call the teacher. The teacher called my mom and be like, did you know your daughter was writing such descriptive work. So it's always been in there. So yes, I'm so open. Actually, those are the projects I have next. They're not mine. They're other people's. So I am, I'm excited to get behind the camera and get with a team that gets it and gets me, and we do things that I thought that I could only do if I was in Hollywood, but the Lord says he's bigger than Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
God is bigger than Hollywood. So you know what?
A story that you can use.
Yes, I want it. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
Nobody, listen, that's why I'm telling you, you can't do life without a community.
Nope.
And then what we have with this Max 7, and people hear us talk about it, but it goes way deeper than just a group of women.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody has their strength in life, and it's just different. Yeah. There is no competition when it comes on to all of us as one unit. But we have 7 different personalities, 7 different everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some strategy. I mean, it's all this different stuff. And I think we are frozen.
Oh, are we? I see comments still coming.
I see comments. Oh, yeah. I think we're good now. I think we're good. And your mom say the Lord will direct your path, and when you're faithful, he will truly bless you, which is the fact. Lashina is on your BFF.
Hey, Bestie.
Bestie said she's excited for you, which is awesome. So, and thanks, Andrea. Andrea's on. Thank you for joining. D. Lynn, thank you. Oh, Lexi said, no, not frozen. Thank you, Lexi. And Mommy said, you're not frozen either. Boy, I don't know what's going on with us over here. But, you know, the enemy always does that. You know, something always has to go awry. But we don't care. We just gonna keep it going. Keep it moving. Lexi Jones said, fire. I can't fire emoji. I know. We're like all on fire. We're all on fire for God. First and foremost. And I am excited because you could have like kept this passion inside and go, oh, you know, I want to do this, but I'm afraid. I don't know if I am qualified. I don't know if I have the means. I don't know if this is a Hollywood type thing. But then you did it, and that's all God wants. He just wants us to step out. He already placed we're qualified from what he's already given us, right? So it's just to take the step and because he's waiting for us. So it's just proving to him that God, I hear you, I got you, and I'm going to do it. Even if I'm scared, because the flesh is scared, but you have faith enough in knowing that he's got you. So you just have to step out there and put action to your faith in order for, for this to happen. So I am just super proud of you. I mean, I'm super proud that I can say, you know, my Max 7 sister is an executive producer. I mean, that's an amazing thing to say. What would you like to leave the audience with? So somebody is watching, they're contemplating, should I go, should I not go? Or they may even be saying, you know, I have this thing deep down inside of me that I want to do, but I'm afraid. What would you say to them?
I would say I'm a living testimony that you can do anything. When people say you can do anything that you put your mind to, the mind is very, very powerful. It will either stop you from doing something or propel you to do something. It's all about the conversation and dialogue going on in your head. So I would say whether you are afraid or you're feeling very brave, move forward anyway. To get involved in something like that, to be a part. If you're in Atlanta, join us. Get your tickets, inbox me if you're not sure how. When we're done, I'll go back and comment with the link as well. But here's the thing. I, for a long time, psyched myself out of doing a lot. It took me a long time to come out of my shell, and I don't want anybody else to wait that long or come up with enough excuses as to why you can't do something and why you can't share your story. Your story can save somebody's life. It can change somebody's life. And so it's not for you to keep on the inside. It's for us to help one another. Joan spoke about community. That's where we get that. We get community when we open our mouths and begin to share who we are with other people, and do it without being afraid of being judged. You know, when you put your stuff out there, people have opinions, so be it. But the people who need to hear your voice or to read your story deserve to hear from you. And so I just encourage you to step out boldly. Contact me. You can reach me on Facebook, Erica Etienne. You can inbox me. You can find me on Instagram at Power to Purpose, T-O Purpose. Connect with me, and I'd be happy to talk with you about your story, even if you think you don't have one. I bet you have one. I bet you have one. Yeah. So just be encouraged. No matter what you've been through, be encouraged.
I love it. I was just going to ask you to tell how can people connect. You already did it. That's fine. You already did it. That's fine. So I am excited for you. I am super proud of you. This book, guys, the book, is the book available now on Amazon or on a site?
Not Amazon yet, but on the site. I'll put it in the comments when we're done.
Okay. All right. So the book is available where they can pre-order, right? So
well, I have them. So if you order, it's coming.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So the books are available for order. So we will definitely drop it in the comment box so that you guys, if you are watching the replay, you'll be able to see it. And for those of you that are on now, we'll just drop it in the box as well. The books are available. You can order your books from Erica. How many authors are in the book, Erica?
12 besides me, so 13 of us.
13. I love that. I love that. And so please go out and get your tickets. If you're in the Atlanta, South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, I mean, anywhere, it's an easy ride to Atlanta. Buy the ticket, go see the film, get a copy of the book. Erica will autograph it for you and ship it out to you. Let's go and support our sisters, 13 women who have shared their story in this book, Women Unveiled. And let me tell you, the stories are incredible stories that range anywhere from, adoption, from domestic violence, from substance abuse. I mean, it's just incredible stories that's in this book. And so, and then if you're thinking of if you have a book and you're thinking of doing a project, or maybe turning that book into a one-man show, to a stage play, into a documentary, then please reach out to Erica as well and see what can happen. Again, you can't sit back and be afraid of what God has placed in your heart. And I know that God speaks in whispers, and sometimes the whispers are those little ideas that you get in your mind and in your heart, and then it just tugs on your heart and you go, I have this idea. That's God speaking to you sometimes, because he speaks in whispers, right? So any last word you want to leave, Erica, my superstar, my executive producer sister? Any last?
I have nothing else. I thank you for just sharing tonight and having me on. This has been a pleasure. And thank everybody for watching and sharing and getting your books and all that good stuff. I do deeply and sincerely appreciate all of the support. And I know all of the ladies who are a part of this project appreciate it. We're just excited. We're really, really exciting. It's a humbling and exciting time. And really just seeing how God will manifest purpose in your life and just use you greatly beyond what you can see. And I would have not envisioned things this way. And so I'm just in awe of God right now. So thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's my pleasure to bring you on. I mean, this program tonight is not even about me. It's totally about my sister. You came out to North Carolina from Virginia to support me at my conference. And I can't thank you. I can't thank you enough. It's so funny. I went back in my phone and there are all these Facebook lives and I'm like, oh my God. It was just absolutely amazing. So yes, please go out, support the courageous women. I'm going to say exactly what your mom said. Please support these courageous women. Buy the book and buy your one for yourself and your friend. And remember, we're coming into Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Christmas. It's the perfect opportunity to buy your gifts, something for Black Friday to give as your Christmas gift. And then Violet said, "That's my coach." Absolutely. Erica, thank you so much.
Thank you
for coming on. Forgive me, guys, for the little technical difficulties, but we just gonna push through it, and it don't matter. Again, I am excited. This is Erica Etienne, and she is the visionary author and executive producer for the book, Women Unveiled, and the documentary that's coming out October 27th in Atlanta. So go buy the book, buy your ticket, see the film, leave a review for the book, and also leave a review for the documentary as well, because we want this to go. This is our homegrown executive producer. So we need people to hear about her and know about her. And that's why we want to make sure that you are supporting this project. God bless you. Thank you.
Oh, you too. God bless you too.
And good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned for another episode of Victorious You TV next Monday right here at 8 p.m. God bless you. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Good night.
Good night.